Hey, what's going on, everybody? Bit for Sandy here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys all about how to get the very best runes in RavenQuest. Today's video, I'll be going over what runes are the best for each slot, which city or which rune vendor to get the runes from, how to unlock those vendors, and which stats most likely matter for you. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So I really quick want to jump to the RavenQuest Wiki just to show you guys what kind of types of runes there are right now and what you should be targeting. If you are a low level or don't have all of the journal pieces unlocked, you might be stuck having to go with the lesser runes. That is like the tier 1 type of rune. That is fine. I'll be showing you guys where to find those. But I will also be showing you guys where to get the tier 2 runes, all of the greater runes. Now you'll need to visit a couple of different vendors, have a couple of different journal pieces unlocked for the greater runes that we'll be chasing down. And then I also want to call out that not in the game yet, but eventually there will be these superior runes, tier 3. Now I'm suspicious that this is going to come from the Deadlands journal rune vendor coming in the future, but this is not in game yet. However, I did want to call it out as this is a video about runes. But for today's video, sticking to the greater runes, and I will also just show you where to get the lesser runes just in case that is your best in slot as you're gearing up. Okay, for the first one, we are going to go to Gilead Island on this bottom or southeast corner teleport. And for this one, we're going into the Gilead Museum. Now you will have to have the Gilead journal pieces done, at least 20 pieces, so that you are able to enter Gilead's museum to trade rune enchantments. So heading on in here. So heading in here, always got to buy your pass, pay my entrance fee, head upstairs, and here is Nelson. And Nelson will sell you the greater runes, which go into your chest and pant slot. And for all the weapons, he's doing the one-handed ones for sword, dagger, scepter, and pistols, and for two-handed options, two-handed sword, the blunderbuss, light blade, and bow. So if you're using any of those weapons, and everybody that uses a chest piece and leg piece, get these greater runes from the Gilead Museum. So depending on what stat you guys want, you know, melee or range DPS, might want might, might want might. Mages would likely want intelligence, you know, maybe some people want dex, wisdom, or vitality for your pant slot and chest slot. And then once you actually buy yourself an enchant, go ahead and just right click it. When you're wearing a piece of equipment, it will automatically select it. And just know that this will become soulbound. But right here, I'm getting a ton of bonus stats for very, very cheap, guys. You know, each of those great runes is 25,000 silver plus the weapon one's 50,000. And then you can always check your items. You know, here on my chest piece that I just enchanted, you can see now the enchantment slot is filled, plus 9 might, as well as my pistol. It's a little bit off the screen there. There we go. Enchantment slot plus 25 impact. So very, very helpful. But you'll notice we still need to find the head slot and boots for our best in slot enchantments there. Okay, and then for the head and shoes slot, you will need the Hadarak 3 out of 3 journal pieces done. That will unlock the mystical being that deals in rune enchantments in Drosnarda, down here in Hadarak, which we'll be teleporting to. Here's me running there from the teleporter. And if you have the Ankhs, you can open up this door, head on through. And here you can talk to the rune vendor who sells us the greater runes for the boots as well as the helmet. Awesome. So for me, now I am totally rune enchanted up. I've got +9 might on all 4 of my pieces for +36 might, as well as I chose to have the +25 impact twice on both my pistols. So +36 might and 50 impact. Pretty nice for just a couple 100,000 silver. I do want to call out one thing. If your weapon types were not included in the greater, you might have to grab a lesser one for now. And that I believe there is plans in the future for the Deadlands. This 5 out of 5 piece does mention that there is a rune shop coming soon in the Slayer's secret base in Crow Hollow Bog. So just know that this video could be updated in the future with updated runes that come from that shop, perhaps. Now, if these best in slot runes are too expensive for you, or you're too low level, or you don't have those journals unlocked, an easy one to go after is the Harbor Island one. Once you have gotten a couple of these lost earrings, you can go to the private lounge of the Freelooters Syndicate in Seabreeze, which if I open up on the map here, Harbor Island, that southwestern corner. Just gonna head there. Oh, nice. I'm getting a dynamic event as I run up. And you'll be running into Greedy Jackson. Now, he doesn't sell you any of the greater runes, but he does sell a bunch of the lesser runes. So like here you can have your boots, chest piece, legs, and helmet for the lesser runes. And then if you still need lesser runes for your weapons, you're going to want to go to Hadarak Desert. And I believe, yeah, 5 onks, so it's a bit of a steep one, but 5 onks unlocks this rune merchant. And if I click on here, it is in the Hadarak Ruins, that is just east of Darzuak, which is where we'll be teleporting, down in Hadarak Desert. Okay, and as you run in this gate, you'll come around the corner, down these stairs. And if you have the journal done, you can open up this door. Say hi to Zarath Al Gourmand. And here's the rune vendor, where we like to browse. And here you can get the weapon lesser runes. I believe this should be all of the weapon types. Here's all the one-handed, shield, club, and so on. And then scrolling down should be options for the two-handed options down here. Yep. So that's where to get the lesser armor pieces runes and the lesser weapon runes. So yeah, ultimately, if you're an endgame player, make sure you're picking up those greater runes for all your 4 armor slots from both the Hadarak 3 out of 3 journal rune vendor, as well as the Gilead Museum rune vendor. And then if you can find your greater weapon runes at the Gilead vendor, definitely pick them up. However, if you can't, I'm hoping that in the near future, this Deadlands rune vendor will have what you need. And if you're too low level or can't afford it or don't have those journals done, you can also access the other lesser runes. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys, getting runed up, making your players more powerful. If it helped you out, make sure to leave me a like. I want to take a second to say thank you to all my current channel members, as well as my current stream boss, Jason Baker. Thank you so much for supporting on stream. That's all for this one, guys. Until next time, take care and good luck with your grind.